Hi everybody, I'm doing a response to the status I had everybody like that said if you want a free fortune reading then like my status. So I'm gonna be doing it in order. I kept track of who liked it in exact order. And the first person to like it was Hayley Beaver, so this one's gonna be for her. Now before I start, I just wanna say that I'm new to this. I'm gonna be reading her fortune with playing cards. Now, I'm new to this, okay? So, some of my interpretations might not be 100% accurate. Some of them might be way off. You might be thinking, where did he get that? So I'm still learning. I'm memorizing the interpretations and learning to use my own intuition and interpret it correctly and everything. So, and that's why I'm doing this. That's why I asked everybody to like it, because I need practice. Otherwise, I'll never be an accurate reader. So, I guess we'd better get started. I need to pull up one more list on the internet real quick of interpretations, and then we can get started. Now, what I'm doing it with, I'm going to be doing it with playing cards, which is kind of like what the Gypsies used to do. Lots of people, though, when you think of reading people's fortunes with cards, you think of like tarot cards, but I don't have those because my father thinks they're satanic. So, yeah, I'm making do with what I have. And actually, it's pretty interesting. People have been reading with playing cards and cards of every kind for a very long time. I love reading people's fortunes and looking into the future and getting answers to questions from beyond and everything. I used to love a tea leaf reading, like seriously. I would have tea parties with my cousins and read their tea leaves, and it was actually like accurate. Like what I told them was accurate. They'd be like, "Oh my gosh, how the heck did you get that from leaves?" So, yeah, I love that sort of thing. And that's why I want to do it. Alright, so I've got my list of interpretations pulled up. I'm gonna be probably getting in front of the computer and looking at various things because that's where all my interpretations are located. And I have also got a couple books here of interpretations. So, here we go. You know, I'm gonna turn that music off because it's kinda distracting me. Okay, here we go. Alright, now, the spread that I'm going to be doing for Hayley is called the Celtic spread, which I don't know why it's called the Celtic spread, but oh well. And basically, I said you can either ask me a specific question, or you can ask me, like, to just do an overall overview of your life. So I'm gonna do just an overview of Hayley's life, because that's what she wanted. She didn't have a specific question. And here we go. Now first you've got to shuffle the cards, and you shuffle it while thinking of the question or the person that the reading is for. So that's what I'm doing now. It'll take a minute. Alright, now at this part in the reading, normally if you go to get your fortune read with cards, this would be the part where you're told to draw some cards from the deck that you feel drawn to. Well, Hayley isn't here, so I'm just gonna draw cards that I feel drawn to, that I feel might have some meaning for her. Alright, so here we go. We're ready to start the reading. Now then, let's see. The first card, this card is the significator, and it signifies Hayley. So the card that signifies Hayley is the Three of Diamonds. Alright? Three of Diamonds. Now, I'll look at the interpretations and see what Three of Diamonds means. I think basically what this card means for Hayley is that she gets along with people generally, and she's very tactful in disputes with people. I think she's just very prudent in her dealings with others, and I think that signifies her. At least, yeah, that signifies her. Now this next card that's on top of the significator, not this one, we'll get to this one later, but this one here, it's upside down. It's like that for a reason. This is called what covers her. The first one is what signifies her, and this one is what covers her, which is what's on the inside that perhaps not everyone necessarily sees. Alright, we have the Four of Spades. The Four of Spades is what covers Hayley. Now, we'll see what this means. And spades have to generally do with, like, they aren't, I don't want to say they're negative cards, but I don't know, they're not. I always get scared when spades show up in my readings, and I don't know why, but I always do. Okay, so Four of Spades. I think Hayley has, in her life, maybe had some important promises broken to her, maybe some important people who were important to her, affected her in a negative way. She's had lots of troubles and worries and personal lows, and I think that's affected her a lot in her life. And also, though, the way I see it, I think this also has to do with jealousy. Not her own jealousy, but jealousy that others have toward her. I think a lot of people, the way this card, with what this card signifies, I think a lot of jealousy is directed toward her. I mean, Hayley, you attract a lot of jealousy, I think. Which, that's a good thing, because that means people look up to you. So, that's what covers Hayley. That's what covers you, Hayley. Alright, now, this next card here, I had it over the two like this. This is called What Crosses Hayley, which is like her obstacles, her problems, things like that. And for what crosses you, Hayley, we have the 9 of diamonds. That's what crosses you. Let's see what that means. 9 of diamonds. Okay, well these aren't, just while we're talking about it, I want to say, what crosses somebody, the card that is what crosses you in a reading, that's not always necessarily, it doesn't always have to do with disputes, but just what's happening to you lately. Okay, so, let me kind of feel it out here. I'm getting restlessness, perhaps restlessness, internal restlessness, arguments with family members or friends, something like that. Maybe a change of residence, or a frequent change of residence, things like that. I'm not really sure. I don't want to say anything too specific, because I don't want to just say something that's really inaccurate, but that's kind of what I'm getting from this card here. Alright, now this card, what crowns her? It's the 5 of clubs. We'll see what 5 of clubs means. Clubs are generally kind of good cards to have. They have to do with, like, achievement, recognition, how the outside world sees you, and everything. Okay, let's... I see, like, new friendships, success in school and life, things like that. There might be some challenges ahead, though. I kind of feel like there might be some challenges in the next few months that might drag you down, but you need to stick to your friends, stick to your family, stay good in school, and those challenges should just be, you can get right past them. So, I see possibly new friends, new alliances, just overall success in everything you do, socially, academically, things like that. I think you've got good friends who really do like you, which is a really good thing. Okay, now, oh gosh, it's almost 15 minutes. I'll try to wrap this up here. Okay. Next card, your past. What is in your past? We have the Ace of Hearts. Okay. In your past, we have, well, home, obviously. It signifies home. Okay. Home, life, and family, friends, love and relationships, things like that. That's all in your past. Now, what's important is that, with the relationships thing, you don't let the relationships of your past make your new relationships harder to enjoy, but take the lessons that you've learned from past relationships with friends and family and use them to your advantage to better new relationships, to make them even better. Alright, and hold on to the relationships you have right now, because I think the ones that you do have with the people who really do care, I think they're really important, and you don't want to lose them. Not that I think you will if you do what's right. Alright, let's see. Your future. Everybody loves to have their future read in a card reading. Yours is 5 of Hearts. Oh, my suspender. What do you know? I borrowed these from Jamie Wilson. Well, I didn't borrow them, she gave them to me, and they glow in the dark. Oh my god, I love them. Okay, so, your future. 5 of Hearts. Now, 5s in card readings sometimes symbolize the first challenge or glitch in a situation. Let's see. Jealousy. I see jealousy. And just generally ill wit from people around you. Just so you know, I'm trying to look at like 2 different lists of interpretations, but I see jealousy from the interpretations I'm gathering. The ones that sound most relevant to you are jealousy from people around you, ill will. People just don't want you to succeed, and I think there are a lot of people in this town who really don't want to see people succeed, but especially people who are different like you are, like I am. You know exactly what I mean there. They don't like people who are different around here, and they don't want to see them succeed. But at the same time, I think a lot of them are jealous, you know? It angers them to see people who are so different, but so happy with themselves. So, again, like I said earlier, people are going to try to drag you down, but don't let them, because it's just not worth it. And a lot of people are jealous of you, I do think. So, which is good, because that means you're a very admirable, respectable person, which is a very good thing. Okay, now then, your basic self. Did I do number 2? 2 of Hearts? I'll do it anyway. Your basic self is 2 of Hearts, which is success, prosperity, friendship. Yeah, you've got a lot of friendship in your life and everything, and that's always wonderful to have. Okay, let's wrap this up, because we're going on 20 minutes here, and I don't want to be too long. This card is for yourself, and it can symbolize a man or a woman, but I'm thinking it's this card in this reading has to do with a man. Let's see. So that's Jack of Spades. Jack of Spades. Oh, this interpretation sounds like a bit of a slam on me, I'm thinking, because it mentions a very dark-haired young man who is unreliable. Maybe that's your situation right now. You're getting a card reading from a dark-haired young man who's not the most reliable person in the world. Oh god. Okay, well, that's one thing it could mean, but I highly doubt it. Maybe this has to do with a boyfriend or a love interest or something like that. I'm not really sure. It could also mean someone who's hostile or jealous, which this card is for the self, so that might symbolize you. Maybe you're jealous towards somebody and you need to let go of that, or maybe you're in kind of a hostile relationship with somebody and you just kind of need to try to forgive them for what they've done. I'm not really sure about that one. That one's a little tricky. So, I don't know. Just do what you will with that. I don't really know what it means. We'll go to the next one, which is 4 of Hearts. 4 of Hearts. Okay. Four of Hearts. Let's see. 4. Foundation has begun. Roots are put down in your life in order to build upon. From situations, things like that. Okay. 4 of Hearts. Travel, and I keep seeing relocating, like a change of home or business. I don't know, are you planning on moving somewhere or something? Because this is like the second card that's had to do with like changing homes, things like that. Maybe you are. Well, and this card is for the house. This area is for house. So maybe you are moving somewhere in your future. I don't know. You might have to check on that with your parents. See about that. Or maybe this summer you're going to go somewhere. Somewhere that's just going to change your life. Change the way you look at things. Maybe give you a fresh start. Things like that. So you're going to go somewhere soon. Whether it's moving or just going somewhere for a while. You're going to go somewhere. And the experience you have there, you want to really cherish it because it's going to end up meaning a lot to you, I think. Okay, your hopes and fears are symbolized by 7 of Diamonds. 7 of Diamonds. Sorry, I like to play with the fire. Okay, 7 of Diamonds. Okay, here we go. 7s often symbolize variety added in the scope of a project or idea might be expanded upon. 7 Diamonds. Hopes and fears. Okay. Think you might be having some family issues or issues with school. I'm thinking more like family issues, like financial issues, or issues with parents, maybe issues with a certain parent. But, and that's one of your fears, that it'll affect your whole family and your whole life in a negative way. But I promise 7 is also a lucky number, and I think whatever it is, it will get better. You've just gotta hang in there and it'll be alright. So there's that card. Now this card is kind of the final outcome card. It symbolizes the overall gist of the entire spread, and you have 7 of Clubs. Here we go. A moment of truth. Okay. 7 of the Clubs. Okay. I see possible business success, which might be like family financial success. Basically, prosperity and success is what this card symbolizes. Overall, you will have prosperity and success in your life if you just keep moving forward and do what's best. The only problem I see that this card symbolizes is this card also means trouble coming from a member of the opposite sex. So that might be a boyfriend, maybe an ex-boyfriend, maybe a guy friend, maybe a guy enemy. But, or maybe a family member, I don't know. But just be careful with members of the opposite sex for a while, because somebody might be giving you trouble. And whatever that trouble is, you'll be okay, I think. Just keep going and deal with it frankly, and you know how to deal with trouble from the opposite sex. We've all done it before. So yeah, this card symbolizes success, overall prosperity in pretty much everything you do. I think you're gonna live a good life. I mean, this doesn't this is nothing subjective. This doesn't predict your whole future, literally, in every single way. And you don't need to take everything in this reading literally. It's more of a way of helping you look at your life, look at current situations, and see the options you have, see how you can deal with them. So, I mean, take from this reading what resonated with you. Take what was meaningful to you and apply it to your life and help it to make your life better. And the rest of it that might have just been kind of crap, it didn't have anything to do with you, just throw that away. It's okay. It happens in every reading, even the best of us. And I'm certainly not the best. I'm still practicing, so yeah. But basically, according to this reading, if this reading is accurate, you're living a pretty good life right now. You've just got a few problems with certain people, maybe family issues, past relationships, something like that is what I'm sensing. I don't want to get too specific because, again, I don't want to be wrong, and say something that's way off. But basically, what I'm getting from this reading is don't let your problems bring you down, and you'll be okay. Just don't let it. Just do your thing and be who you are. Do what's right and you'll be fine. You're gonna turn out fine. You've got a lot of potential, and if you work with that potential and harness it to the best of your ability, you're gonna be somebody, and you're gonna have a happy, fulfilling life. Alright, well, that concludes our reading for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking my status, and I'll probably be doing this again tomorrow night for another reading. This one's for Hayley Beaver, so there you go, Hayley. I hope you liked it. I hope I didn't bore you to tears. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.